Hello, we are ready to start week 9 of our study in Psalms already. And this week we are looking into Pilgrim Psalms. Now, you may be wondering, what in the world are Pilgrim Psalms? I know I definitely was wondering that. I had no idea there was such a thing when I started this Simply Bible study. And Pilgrim Psalms are actually a specific group of Psalms from Psalm 120 to Psalm 134. If you read in your Bible, they will also be called Songs of Ascent. So, what in the world is a Pilgrim Psalm? What is a Song of Ascent? Well, Jews were using these particular Psalms every time they would travel up to Jerusalem or the temple. So most Israelites would travel to Jerusalem and to worship at the temple 3 times a year. They would travel up. They always said they were traveling up to Jerusalem. They would travel up for the Feast of the Passover in the spring. 50 days later, they would travel for the Feast of First Fruits. And then in the fall, they would travel up to Jerusalem for the Feast of Tabernacles. And as they did that, as they would travel together, they would leave their homes, they would leave their villages, they would travel in groups of religious pilgrims, traveling to their holy place. And while they made their journey, they would sing these particular songs. And these psalms would help them remember the past, remember their own past, and remember how faithful God is, God was, all of the good things that God did for them. So they would sing these psalms of pilgrimage and songs of ascent every time they would journey up to worship the Lord. So as you're thinking of this, they didn't, of course, they walked, but this would be in lieu of a radio. If we go places today, we have songs, we might have theme songs. If you are following a particular team and going to see a sports game or something like that, sometimes particular songs will get you really excited. Or if you are going somewhere else, maybe you're going to church and you listen to praise music on the way to prepare your hearts. This is kind of like these songs of ascent, where they all knew the words. They would sing along the whole time. And so as we are reading and studying these songs of ascent, I think right now is a perfect time to study them, because as the Israelites were walking toward Jerusalem for the Passover in particular, they would sing these, and that was Jesus. So this Lenten season, as we are remembering his last weeks on earth and his journey to the cross, he literally would have sung these same psalms, and he would have meditated on the messages and the meanings while he was moving toward Jerusalem. So, which 4 songs of ascent are we studying this week, or the Pilgrim Psalms? On day 1, we're looking at Psalm 126. On day 2, we will study Psalm 127. On day 3, we're studying Psalm 131. And on day 4, we will study Psalm 133. I can hardly wait to study these Psalms with you this week.